Could you all please join me for a moment of silent prayer in the pledge?
You know,
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For all.
Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Before the begin tonight's meeting, I would like to address the unfair labor practice that was brought against this board, and particularly to Julie Liskety and myself on July 23rd, 2025. These charges were filed by SWEA along with the OEA and the NEA, saying we violated revised code 4117.11 by sending a message to the union and its members that the Board of Education was dissatisfied with the union's concerted actions during negotiations with the intent to discourage or inhibit its members from exercising their guaranteed rights. In the ruling that was handed down by the neutral party State Employment Relations Board, or SERB, all charges were dismissed with prejudice for lack of probable cause to believe the statute had been violated. No board needs to go through what this board has gone through with future contract negotiations, because it does no good for the betterment of the Southwestern City School District. I'm hoping in the future SWEA leadership will think before bringing undue publicity to our school district with false charges and lies for political purposes. These charges and falsehoods about the negotiations with our negotiating team do nothing to help the great relationship that this board, this administration, has with our certificated employees. Those politically motivated activities only hurt the students in the long run, with undue news coverage that affects this district's ability to hire the best possible people. I'm truly hoping in the future, no board or administration will ever have to go through these unnecessary circumstances again. Thank you.
we want.
Moving on now, thanks for being here for the Monday, December 15th, 2025 regular meeting of the school board. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Bosso.
Yes, here.
Ms. D'Angelo Steele.
Here.
Ms. Liskety.
Here.
Ms. Martindale.
Here.
Ms. Peterson.
Yeah.
We'll go on to adoption of the minutes. Recommend the Board of Education approve the agenda for the December 15th, 2025 regular board meeting. Can I get a roll call or a motion to approve the agenda, please? Thank you, Ms. Martindale. Can I get a second?
Second, listening.
Listening. Any corrections or additions to that? The none. Roll call.
Ms. Martindale.
Yes.
Ms. Liskety.
Yes.
Ms. D'Angelo Steele.
Yes.
Ms. Peterson.
Yes.
Mr. Bosso.
Yes. Moving on now, we recommend the Board of Education approve the meeting minutes for the November 19th, 2025 regular meeting as attached. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes?
Look, you're saying.
Thank you, Ms. Peterson. Can I get a second?
Second, Ian Bosio.
Thank you very much. Any corrections to those? The none. Roll call.
Ms. Peterson.
Yes.
Ms. D'Angelo Steele.
Yes.
Ms. Liskety.
Yes.
Ms. Martindale.
Yes.
Mr. Bosso.
Yes. Moving on now, we're going to have a couple presentations. The first is our school spotlight with Buckeye Woods Elementary with, and
All right, Mr. Boso.
oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Seacrest, right here.
Oh, Mr. Segrist, I am so sorry, sir.
I was like,
I got one agenda and they got another one.
what job?
But I apologize, sir. How are you this evening?
Fine, thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Good evening, School Board President Boso, Vice President D'Angelo Steele, members of the board, Superintendent Banks, and Treasurer Garside. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. my comments tonight will be like maybe two parts. The first one will be like a drive-in review, what's kind of finding Nemo, and the second one might be like Nemo spots Jaws. Okay, so but surely that it's been an honor to share some thoughts with you tonight. It'll be an honor. From my first year in the State House, I believe our schools are the most critical enterprise in our community, and charged with the most with educating, developing, and protecting our most precious human resources, the next generation of leaders. And after watching the news this weekend, I can't help think that many of our children's most important role models are today's teachers and staff in the district. It's been a joy to collaborate with and serve alongside the professionals of Southwestern City Schools. This year, our office had the chance to work with your teams in small ways, observe the work up close, and see meaningful achievements among many fronts. And we certainly weren't there every day, but as someone new at this and just peeking under the hood for the first year, I had a few powerful first impressions. In April, I toured the Career Academy for the first time, and I left with a clear understanding of its value. What struck me most was how completely the students own the environment. They were there for each other. They were there by choice, and it felt collective, team-oriented, and socially responsible. It reminded me of my time living in Japan and working for Honda, where shared responsibility and mutual respect drive success. In May, I attended the Senior Award Academy, Senior Award ceremony at the Career Academy. I know you were there, maybe some other members were there that day. It was just amazing. The achievements were extraordinary. But what moved me most was the pride students took on cheering for each other. And as people would rise again and again from the audience, go up on stage, it was just like this kind of junior Olympic tracks meet and a mix of the United Nations. I mean, it was just the very best of public education in one ring. So whatever you're doing here or people are doing here, keep on doing. It's just so impressive. In May also, a number of you with myself, we got to see Grove City High School students hosted a new American naturalization ceremony. Very powerful experience with students giving speeches, and one young man gave a speech about his 17-year-old father fleeing Vietnam after the war on a boat for 5 nights, and his father was in the audience. It was very moving. Our national anthem singer was a no-show, but sure enough, they were able to find a student on the standby in a classroom, and she came and just killed it. Just absolutely sang it at a nationally recognized level, which she is, I think. So that was just so special. In June, on the State House floor, we recognized Grove City High School band student leaders and the director, Mr. Jason Graham, for their inspiring performance during their visit to Pearl Harbor earlier that year. And it was just so special to have them there. And it was also a timing actually where Mr. Swearigan was being honored. So it was kind of tied together. And then, of course, the new coach at Bowling Green, Heisman Trophy winner, he was there too. And that's where it all started with Mr. Swearigan. It was at Bowling Green. And so it was just a special day for a lot of people. And last week, Ms. Renee, Rachel Rendell, and her best buddies group visited us at the State House. Very special group of things going on at the high school, and certainly want to mention that Jesse Schrader's championing a bike bus, and the city completing that last quarter mile of a bike path between Woodgrove and the schools there. What a difference that makes for our students trying to get safely to school on their bikes and good transportation. So I stand here tonight. Oh, one more. We're going to go Wednesday. Final point. We're going to go Wednesday to Fenland Middle School and honor them for their achievements. Have a good staff celebration in the morning and celebrate with the teachers and staff the accomplishments of getting number 2 in the state in the growth category, especially among a whole litany of other things that I don't quite understand, but it's all good. And we're going to be happy to be there and just celebrate with the folks that made it happen. So I stand here tonight with absolute joy. My first year box seat view, it's clear our schools are celebrating students' identities and experiences while equipping them to succeed in a global economy. Now, Nemo spots Jaws. So despite these achievements, I saw firsthand at the State House during our 6-month budget process that we failed to deliver in the promised fair school funding allotment. And while the formula exists and was widely supported, the budget doesn't fully fund it. Under the current budget, the state will contribute 32% of public school funding, which is down from 43% 30 years ago when it was declared unconstitutional our reliance on the property tax system. So by 2027, local taxpayers will cover almost 70% of school funding. That'll be largely in the form of property taxes, where there's property taxes in school districts that have income taxes. They have that to go as well. But it's certainly a concern point, I think, for the future. Our schools, the budget that we just passed results in almost $1 million less by the end of fiscal year 26 and about estimated $6 million less by fiscal year 27 relative to the last budget. There'll be shortfalls that we're going to have to manage to. A small silver lining in all this dollar stuff is really Miss Christine Galvin did heroic work, persistence, leadership. We weren't able to come through with some funding that Representative Laura Lanise helped a couple years ago get, and for the adult program, but she persisted and was able to get at least 1 year $150,000 grant from Franklin County to help with our adult credential program and help get underemployed and unemployed adults back in the workforce. And a lot of that was, these people are from Franklin County, so it was a good appeal. Grove City obviously stepped up, and that was great when Grove City stepped up. I think 50,000. I'm not sure, but it was a lot, and that was leverage that she could use. So the city of Grove City and the county, and hopefully we can make some progress there in the future. But obviously some very important work. So kudos again to Ms. Galvin for making that happen. And I want to close briefly tonight by honoring, some people may know Ms. Roswitha Berkey Daly, a former Grove City High School teacher who passed away last month. She taught German at Grove City High for nearly 30 years and later at Capital University for another 10 or 15 years. She was there when I went to school, very inspirational teacher. And earlier I mentioned that today's teachers are today's role models. And as I was preparing these remarks, I got a note from one of your current teachers, Miss Allie Neidhart, English teacher at Central Crossing, herself a former student of Mrs. Daly when she went to Capital, who shared a story about receiving a DVD in the mail from Ms. Daly simply because she had a love of a film that they watched in her German class. And that Allie being an English teacher now at Central Crossing, you can't help but think that what she was very inspirational person that molded her into now a teacher here at Southwestern City Schools. That package, that gift represented who Ms. Daly was, a teacher who saw her students, cared deeply, and changed lives. I believe there are many educators just like her serving in the district today. So in closing, I want to thank every board member and educator, administrator, and staff here tonight for being stewards of this critical enterprise. Thank you for your service, your collaboration, and your commitment to our students. And I look forward to any important work we can do together in the future.
You, Mark. Any questions or anything you want? Thank you, sir. Good. All right, now we'll move on to our school spotlight with Buckeye Woods Elementary and Mrs. Colson.
Good evening, President Boso, Vice President D'Angelo Still, members of the board, Mr. Banks, and Treasurer Garside. I want to thank you for the opportunity to share the great things that have happened and continue to happen at Buckeye Woods Elementary. I'd love to tell you I didn't need my notes, but 5 days before winter break, I need notes. I'm excited. On a Monday night after the kids, everybody in this room is going, oh yeah, she needs notes. When I reflect on my journey at Buckeye Woods, I think about commitment of our students, staff, families, and our community. Each group plays a vital role in who we are, and together, they are the reason that we have continued success. As we all know, an educator's role is to support students in a wide range of settings to promote academic progress. At Buckeye Woods, with the support of our stakeholders, we continue to exceed state expectations. We do this by maintaining high expectations for both our students and our staff. In 2020, Buckeye Woods was recognized by the U.S. Department of Education as an exemplary public school, an honor award to schools demonstrating high performance and the ability to narrow achievement gaps. Additionally, we continue to earn 5-star ratings from the Ohio Department of Education, reflecting our strong academic outcomes. Since 2022, the Ohio Department of Education has used 5-star rating system that recognizes schools based on student achievement in early literacy, overall performance, and gap closing. Since the implementation of this system in 2022, Buckeye Woods has earned 5 stars every year for student performance. The second chart highlights our 4th grade value-added data, which measures individual and collective student growth compared to peers across the state. The data shows that not only are students achieving at the highest rate, but they are also demonstrating exceptional growth in both literacy and math. If you'll go back to Meredith, I gave her the state. I call them smiley faces. Some people call them parentheses in the mathematics area. That shows that we exceeded state expectations as well and do not have that. So in 2022 and 2025, and our math also showed exceptional growth of students, not with achievement. We do the achievement, the growth of our students as well. These academic results are made possible by the strong, positive culture we intentionally built at Buckeye Woods. On that, we emphasize kindness, student engagement, family involvement, and community partnerships. We collaborate with many outside organizations and provide meaningful student support opportunities to strengthen our school culture. Sometimes that means we agree to take a pie in the face at Boo on Broadway to raise money for kids battling cancer. Attempting to create a human flag with more than 770 5 to 10-year-olds on a windy day to honor our veterans. And most recently, our students collected over 3,000 food items for the Grove City Food Pantry. We believe it's important for our students to understand the value of giving back to the community that supports them so generously. To sum it up, who we are proud. I went out and asked my secretaries, I said, what would you say, Buckeye Woods? What would be one word to describe us? Both of them said proud. We are the arts. We are kind. We are growing. We are changing. We are striving to be our best every day. And we truly cannot talk about Buckeye Woods without sharing the guiding belief 100% kindness with actions and words is all it takes for everyone to have a good day, big or small. Thank you for your time. Any questions, comments?
Jennifer, I just want to thank you. You're so pleasant at what you've been doing at Buckeye Woods. We're so gracious here. Have you? Let's come over talking to you.
It is a joy. You can stop by anytime.
All right.
The public's always welcome anytime that you'd like to come in. I'm like, you did. No. Thank you.
Next, we're going to have a Board of Education goal update with facilities. We're not going to do that in the other.
You have that hope or something?
I'm not start looking at the other one.
I think that there.
Thought we were doing part of that. All right. Sorry, everybody. All right. We're going to go to board reports. Senate board reports. Need no board reports. Public participation related to agenda items, which we do not have any. I'm moving on to student staff achievement with
Thank you, President Boso. This evening under student and staff achievement, Southwestern City Schools student achievements. We want to say congratulations to Central Crossing High School sophomore Victoria Colity for earning top honors at the 2025 statewide Tech Core Hackathon. Competing alongside nearly 300 students from across Ohio, Victoria and her team, Project Hope, developed an innovative mobile app designed to connect individuals with mental health resources, housing support, and emergency services. During the 9-hour challenge, she demonstrated outstanding creativity, teamwork, and problem-solving skills, earning a regional victory and award. In addition to Victoria's first place finish, several Central Crossing High School students also participated in the 2025 Tech Core Hackathon and earned recognition for their work. Second place went to sophomore Ashley Mace. Participant award went to sophomore Jay Arias Reyes, and a participant award went to sophomore Cole Elsasir. Congratulations go to Finland Middle School for being named a Swego School Recycling Champion. The school received free indoor recycling containers from Swego, and student council members are actively supporting the effort by collecting recyclables each week. Also, congratulations to the Central Crossing High School NJR-OTC, who competed this December in the Joint Area 14-15 Orienteering Meet. Of the 13 competing schools, the Comet Cadets came away with 4th place for varsity, 4th place JV, and 4th place overall. Since this was a combined championship, the Central Crossing team finished 2nd place out of 8 teams for Area 14. This was the highest placement for the Comets in recent memory. Congratulations, cadets. Also, under Southwestern City Schools Gives Back, the National Junior Honor Society students at Jackson Middle School partnered with the Grove City Police Department and Jackson Township Fire earlier this month to support the Grove City Mistletoe Market toy collection. Through their combined efforts, students collected 285 toys from local families. Great job, Jaguars. And last month, across Southwestern City Schools, students and staff embraced the spirit of giving ahead of Thanksgiving by volunteering with local organizations, supporting donation drives, and helping meet community needs. Their efforts reflect a continued commitment to service and kindness across our schools for their local communities. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on now for our interaction under fiscal and operational management with Mrs. Peterson.
All right, we had 8 items to bring forward. Item 1, it's revised permanent appropriations for fiscal year 2025-2026. You're going to see X1. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the revised permanent appropriations. Item number 2 is investments and financial statements for November of 2025. You're going to see X2 and X3. It is recommended that in accordance with Section 135.14 of the Ohio Revised Code, the Board of Education approve November investments and cash position report for the month of November 2025 as submitted. Item number 3 is payment of bills, CX4. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve payment of bills according to the list of checks for the month of November 2025. Item number 4 is donations, CX5. We received a total amount of donations for $38,510.88. The Board of Education and Southwestern City Schools would like to express our appreciation for our continued donors who support the district and invest in our students and our staff in our community. Item number 5, authorization to pay bills in accordance with Section 5705.41 of the Ohio Revised Code. This is CX6. It is recommended that the Board of Education authorize the treasurer to pay bills for November, which were not processed in accordance with Section 5705.41 of the Ohio Revised Code. Item number 6 is transfers. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the transfers as presented, CX7. Background on this one. The following transfers from the general fund, it occurs each December as follows. Southwestern Administrators Association, that's SWA. transfer per the swap agreement, the board sets aside 3/4, 1% of SWA members' salaries to be used for professional development. So we move those in December. Southwestern Education Association SWIA transfer. Per the SWIA agreement, the board sets aside the following funds for the professional development fund, funds to allow professional development opportunities for SWIA members to attend professional meetings and conferences to enhance their education skills. Professional Day Fund is also moved under SWIA. These funds allow for activities in buildings during the scheduled professional development days that's in the school calendar. And then the School Enhancement Fund to be allocated annually to buildings on a per pupil basis to enhance the instructional opportunities for students. Each building's SSC, that's their site steering committees, determines how these fees will be used within their building to provide these enhancements. So again, we're transferring these funds to occur for December. Item number 7 is set the date for the tax budget in the organizational meeting. It is recommended that the Board of Education set the date and time for the tax budget hearing for the fiscal year 2026-2027 at 7 p.m. on Monday, January 5th, with the organizational meeting immediately following. The background for this one is the district is required to notify the public when the tax budget and organizational meeting will be held for the upcoming calendar year. The details are placed also in the Columbus Dispatch to ensure that the public is notified. Okay. Last item, number 8, we have to elect a president pro tempore for the organizational meeting. It is recommended that the Board of Education appoint Denise D'Angelo Steele as the president pro tempore for the organizational meeting to be held on Monday, January 5th, 2026. The president pro tempore will lead the organizational meeting until the Board of Election elects a new president. Background for this one, it has been tradition that the current board president or vice president be named as the president pro tempore for the organization meeting. During the organization meeting, then the board elects the president for the 2026 calendar year. But we have to have a president in place to be able to lead that board meeting in January. So that's the background. After reviewing these items, I move them for approval.
Thank you. Can I get a second, please?
Second. Oh, sorry.
Second, Mrs. Martindale. Roll call. Ms. Peterson,
Yes.
Ms. Martindale,
Yes.
Ms. D'Angelo Steele,
Yes.
Ms. Liskini,
Yes.
Mr. Bosa. Yes. Moving on now for items for action under policy with Mrs. D'Angelo Steele.
Thank you. I have the second and final reading of total of 10 policies. The first one is a final reading, second reading for deleted rescinded policies. And then if there's another one for second final reading of my other policies that we had last month. Do they have any questions? No, a little bit. Well, I don't want to make me smart. Lots of policies here and then what? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, I read these items for passage.
Thank you so much. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Peterson.
Okay, yes, it's ready. Can I get a roll call? Ms. D'Angelo Steele,
Yes.
Ms. Peterson,
Yes.
Ms. Liskini,
Yes.
Ms. Martindale.
Yes.
Yes. Moving back to Mrs. Liskini with student and school. Yes.
Thank you, President Boso. This evening, under student, school, and community, we have 2 action items. The first one is reinstatement to the Board of Trustees of the Southwest Public Libraries. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the reinstatement of Janet Shaler to the Southwest Public Libraries Board of Trustees for a 4-year term to begin immediately and end on December 31st, 2029. And number 2 is Grove City High School NJROTC to travel to Columbia, Missouri. This trip is planned for February 11th through the 14th of 2026. The students will miss 3 days of school and expenses will be paid by the NJROTC and boosters. After reviewing both of these items, I move them for approval.
Thank you. Can I get a second, please? Ms. Martin, can I get a roll call, please?
Yeah.
Ms. Liskini,
Yes.
Ms. Martindale, Angela Steele,
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Yes. Moving on now through personnel with Mrs. Martindale.
Thank you, Mr. President. All right, for tonight's board meeting, 9 personnel items involving 260 persons. That includes 5 certificated designations or 5 certificated changes in employment status, 215 certificated employments, 81 of which are supplemental, 11 classified resignations, 11 classified changes in employment, and 23 classified. On top of that, we also have extended service employment dates for administrators for the 26-27, 27-28 school years. We also have extended service dates for certificated support personnel for the 26, 27, and 27-28 school years. And then we also have the non-SWAR salary index schedules for the school years 25-26, 26-27, and 27-28. Having reviewed all of these items for action,
Thank you so much. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Liskini.
Ms. Liskini, roll call. Ms. Martindale, Ms. Liskini,
Yes.
Ms. Angela Steele,
Yes.
Ms. Peterson,
Yes.
Mr. Bosso. Yes. Moving on now to public participation related to non-agenda items. Our first speaker will be Mr. Terry Jones.
Yeah, knees are bad. Well, I'd like to thank the board for giving me the opportunity to speak here again tonight. And first, I hope all of you had a blessed and happy Thanksgiving with your families. Secondly, I'd like to thank Mr. Boso and Mrs. Martindale for their dedicated service to this district. Despite the struggles they sometimes endured, they remained focused in their direct dedication to serving Southwestern City Schools. And with that, I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a productive New Year, and I look forward to attending future school board meetings in the year ahead. So tonight, in recognition of Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ, I'm reading from the books of Isaiah and Luke's Gospel, the King James Version. Going to Isaiah, the 9th chapter. The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath light shined. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there should be no end upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom to order it, and to establish it with judgment, with justice, from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. Going to the book of Luke, Gospel of Luke. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the lineage of the house of David, to be taxed with Mary his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you: you shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And with that, I turn it back to the board.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Moving on now, our next speaker will be Patty Rumi.
Good evening, President Bozo, Vice President D'Angelo Steele, board members, Mr. Banks, Mr. Garside. My name is Patty Ruby. I'm the treasurer of OPSI Local 211, and I'm here on behalf of classified staff of the district. For months, our bargaining team worked in good faith towards a tentative agreement. We believe we're taking steps towards that contract that our members could ratify. That trust collapsed the moment the district chose to sign an agreement with a private bus company before reaching a tentative agreement with our employees and our union. The decision was not only inappropriate, it was a breach of relationships between the employer and the people who work for you. When the secret agreement came to light through one of your own management members, it had a clear and profound, powerful impact. An overwhelming percent of our members voted no on ratification, not because of rumors, not because of fear, but because of the actions that were taken by this board. I want to remind you of something important. When we're all members of a union in a bargaining unit, we're also employees of this district. We are your employees. When you make secret decisions that violate the spirit of our contract, you are breaking the trust with the very people who serve under your authority, and more importantly, this community. During the election cycle, several board members spoke publicly about how much they appreciated the classified staff. We heard your kind words, but behind the scenes, the district was taking steps to show the opposite. You cannot praise employees in public when signing agreements in private. You cannot ask for trust to make decisions that undermine it. Let's be clear about the essential work that our members do. Students cannot get to school without bus drivers and mechanics. And when students can't get to school, our district attendance suffers and we lose funding. Phones across the district do not get answered. Attendance does not get reported for the state, which causes the district to be non-compliant. Buildings do not get repaired, stay safe, or cleaned. Meals do not get served. Classrooms cannot function without paraprofessionals and Head Start. Medicines won't be dispensed. Staff would have difficulty communicating with families that do not speak English. Our technology would not run efficiently, and bills would not get paid. So many services that keep this district running and keep our schools in good standing with federal and state laws only happen because we are here doing the work every day. Our members are very important to the work at Southwestern City Schools. Most students start and finish the school day seeing a classified member. We do not deserve secrecy. We do not deserve to be sidelined. If this board truly appreciates classified staff, then show it in your actions, just not your words. Show it by rebuilding the trust that has been damaged. We are asking for good faith. We are asking for respect. We're asking that you remember that your employees, people who keep this district functioning, deserve honesty from our employer. We're asking that you do better. Thank you for your time.
Reflection. You guys have anything for discussion?
I do.
Yes, I would like to, I'd like to make a motion to direct the superintendent to prepare and issue a press release summarizing the key findings of the SERB ruling that Mr. Boso read at the beginning of the meeting. If I can get let's make that motion. If I can get a second. I'll second.
Second, Mrs. Martindale.
To do, yeah, wait, so yeah, I would like Mr. Banks prepare and issue a press release summarizing the key facts and everything that are in the SERB release findings. Let the press know, let the community know that the results of the unfair labor practice.
Then, roll call, please. Ms. D'Angelo Steele,
Yes.
Ms. Martindale,
Yes.
Ms. Liskini,
Yes.
Ms. Peterson,
Abstain.
Mr. Boso. Yes. Any other items for discussion?
I do. I wanted to make a recommendation that, probably considering like the first 3 board meetings for, 2026, that it might be a good idea to move those to the Career Academy, because I think the attendance will be large. And this room can only hold so many bodies. And visually seeing, it could be challenging. You have the organizational meeting. You have also the beginning of that year, the meetings where the directors do their presentations for their departments. And then we have our visioning board meeting. I think the Career Academy setting fits those 3 items at the beginning of the year better, just for the aesthetics. I like the fact that when the directors are being able to present, we're at a table, you have the larger screen and projection. We can see them. We don't have a pole in the middle of the room. So I'm just making a recommendation that we maybe consider the first 3 board meetings of 2026 start at the Career Academy. And if the others are okay with that, this would allow time for the district to look in availability of that building before things start getting on the calendars and making sure we apply.
Sure, you thinking that way, Randy? We have lots of spots reserved. Okay.
Yeah, that's something we can do at the organizational meeting, right? The organization is one of you that then you and then following it the next, so that would be the 5th, whatever it is, 2nd January, and then the February, which we usually go to the vision. In busy session, that's the all day one. Yeah, or yes, the longer block. Yeah, well, yes, the longer block of hours. Yeah, which is normally at the Career Academy. Your husband. That has, yeah, yes. So I would say that so we make sure it's the public knows where we're about to be and not think that we're here if everyone is in agreement with that or okay to do the meeting. And that's that.
That'll definitely be put out in public, the word meeting location is, right? Which up to you guys. All righty. Anything else?
I thought, no, my first thing, I was supposed to actually talk about this during the personal update, but we do have a transportation hiring event at the enrollment center, which is the Oldsburg Park Middle School on Wednesday, December 17th. That is going to be from 12 noon till 3 p.m. So if you know of anybody looking for employment, let me know. We will be getting that so social media. Be sharing that if you can spread the word. Love to have a large amount of people share that. And then my second thing is just to say this is my last board meeting, and I just wanted to read it so I don't cry. It has been an honor to be elected and to have served from the seat for the last 4 years. I have learned so much. I came in 4 years ago thinking that I knew quite a bit about how the school district ran, and I learned a lot. And there have been highs and lows. This experience has been worth it without question. And I just wanted to thank my fellow board members, the ones that were here my first was elected, and the ones currently sitting here. Thank you to administration for always being so helpful with any questions and walking things that I, was more information on. And for all the employees in the district, I've got to meet so many people and see so many different roles in ways that I had not before. And then just thank you to all the district families, this team, for everybody who has led off the school for the last 4 years. I hope very much I left it not better than they found it, at least as good as. So thank you all very much. Yeah.
Thanks, that Kelly spoke up, and I just want to really thank Randy for coming to our district. I really appreciate it. So, honestly, thank you so much. And you, everything you've done, and all the administration, we work well together. No matter what anybody says or thinks, and the board. Thank you so much.
If I could just jump in here, Terry mentioned this is our last meeting for the year, which means 2 terms are coming to an end. And being a school board member is a very, very difficult job. It seems that it's become harder throughout our country. Southwestern is very fortunate that we continue to have people who are dedicated to our students and are willing to do this difficult work. So tonight, on behalf of the school community, the district has a small token of our appreciation for both Chris and Kelly, and we want to thank them for their service to the district.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Good morning.
I told him I wanted the old school bell, and they didn't get it for me.
Terry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Any more? Seeing none, I make a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Get Peterson.
Thank you, Mrs. Peterson. Can I get a roll call? Mrs. Peterson,
Yes.
Ms. Jan Seal,
Yes.
Ms. Listening,
Yes.
Ms. Martindale.
Yes.
Mr. Bosso. Yes. Thank you all. Have a safe evening and have a Merry Christmas, everybody.